Palm here. I recently did a video in regard to pain and suffering, how we should try to perceive it, and how we should try to utilize it as a tool for becoming something greater, both in power and influence, and spiritually. However, there is a point in initiation where pain is no longer painful, and suffering is no longer the impetus of suffering. There comes a point in time in one's initiation to where we perceive all of these things as nothing but resistance. So this video is going to be in regard to how to perceive and utilize resistance as a tool of becoming. Now, I've been delving deeply into my own work. I've been very disappointed in regard to how the members of my temple are treating the work. So I decided I was going to follow the Ahrimanic current outside of my box. And I decided to jump into the methods of Michael W. Ford again. And I created this stele through glyphs that were found in his grimoire called Liber Dozae. Now this stele represents the gate of the moon, or Dushmata, and the sigil of Andar is within the gateway, as this was the spirit who I was going to begin the work with. Now when I created the gateway, before activating it, I hung it on my wall, and within hours, physical symptoms started to manifest. Extreme migraines, weakness, lethargy, shortness of temper. And most people would have burned it or activated it, done the ritual, got rid of it. But that's not how I do things. See, I am a student of Ahriman. I do everything backwards. In my mind, logically, it is much more logical to allow these forces to come forth and affect me and create necessary adjustments so that when I go through that gateway, I'm not so fucked. But regardless, this has all been resistance, because it wasn't all just about me and my physical circumstance. It's also about circumstances in my external world, not just at what is going on in here and in my heart and in my intuition. I mean, yeah, those things were elements. But the thing was, life started to surround me and act like a pressure cooker. And this is not the first time I've experienced this. It's like this force that just completely encompasses you and closes in to try to collapse your auric field. At least this is how it seems. However, what I'm going to say is that resistance is not something to be overcome. This resistance is the impetus for you to take the required action and achieve the sorcerer's goal. That pressure coming in is a cue for you to expand your pressure and your auric field and expand your influence and consciousness and power within this fucking world. Resistance within the left-hand path is friend, it is brother, it is family. It is what gives you the fucking strength to endure. And if you don't understand that, you need to fucking go to church. Don't fucking whine to me when your rituals go wrong and you're getting sick and you're getting plagued and you're getting fucking beat down, because this is a part of the path. You need to grab the motherfucking bull by the motherfucking horns and impose your will within this world. Resistance is not an enemy. I gave certain students of mine and friends of mine keys in regard to this work, which makes it work. And I gave them to a chosen few, and they're spread out upon a few. But I know who knows what. And one of those keys dealt with the altar setup and how it was reversed as a mirror image of the Aether to ground you to this world so that you do not get lost within the depths of Arizira. This is a reflection of us in the spiritual realm. It is a manifestation of this with ritual tools and extensions of self. But the fact of the matter is, when you look in a mirror, you automatically assume that you are looking at what is seen, but it is reversed. It is not what is there, it is the opposite. Yet, it is the reflection and the reflector that allows you to see the truth. This is the fucking continuous tension of opposites. Do you understand? Resistance will crush you and deflate your auric field if you are not strong enough to push back. But in all reality, when you make an alliance with these dark forces, when they put this pressure on you, it's a friendly nudge. Like, hey buddy, it's time to get to work. And you see people bitching and whining and complaining and fucking crying like little fucking hoes. And it pisses me off. And they try to drag me down into this fucking mentality and act like I should be weakened. Why? Because you don't want to be my fucking friend? You don't want to like me? Motherfucker, I don't need you. You need to understand that. Because of when this whole fucking world collapses around me, I will stand. You know, this is the reverse. We have to understand that Zoroastrianism and Hinduism, Buddhism are strongly linked. These are Indo-Persian dark gods we are working with. This is, in many ways, averse Buddhism. That is at the heart and soul of the Ahrimanic current. And there is this kun, this Chinese saying, this proverb that says that the willow tree will bend and yield and survive, but the oak tree will snap under the weight of the snow. Yes, the oak tree will snap under the weight of the snow because it's not moving. It is rigid. It is stagnant. It is of Ahura Mazda. It is stasis. Sure, you can yield and just fall under the weight of the snow and let that resistance fall off. Or you can move in the other motherfucking direction, contract your spiritual strength, and grow in power. Ahriman says that this Chinese teaching does not yield necessarily. No. Because it reciprocates. It's all about mirror imagery. See, when you are saying that you are yielding to resistance, you are actually moving against this resistance. It's just that we are looking from a right-hand path perspective and refuse to see the fucking truth and the fact that yielding in the mirror is pressing forward. Alright, I'm done ranting. I doubt anyone is even going to see this or get anything from this, and I can give a fuck less. Devour, destroy, become, or be crushed.